Hey everybody, welcome back. It is Friday, April 9th, and I've got another set of 6 exercises to do today, and I'm going to show you how you can use stuff in your home again. This exercise session is going to be a little bit harder. I've had a couple requests from people to do a little bit more higher intensity thing, but you can still follow along and do them at a lower intensity, and I'll show you how. So today we're going to start with some arm knee pumps just to get warmed up. So facing kind of one way and reaching out to the side, we're going to bring your knee forward like this. So we're going to do about, 15 on each side. And you can do them for longer to get warmed up, or like I say in most of my videos, you can go for a walk before you do this, or go for a bike ride. Something to get warmed up, get those muscles pumping that blood, ready to move, ready to do these exercises. Okay, so today we're going to start with push-ups, and we've done these before. I'm going to just do them on my toes, but you can do them on your knees, you can do them at the counter, you can do them on an elevated surface, and we'll do 10 today. Remember, you want to keep your head in line with your spine. And if you want to start on your toes to challenge yourself a little bit, and then drop to your knees, that's a good way to do it. I lost track of how many I did, but I think I did 10. Okay, next we're going to do clock lunges, or weight shifts. So many of you do these in the gym. And I'm going to set my timer for a minute. And all I'm going to do is call out times on the clock. And do this somewhere where you can hang on if you need balance support. A low level to start is to just do weight shifts. I changed my camera angle today, and I'm debating whether it's good. So I'll stand a little further back. An easy way to start is to just do weight shifts if you have knee pain with lunges. If not, if you're ready for the challenge and you know you can do lunges with good form, then let's go ahead and do those. All right, so I'm going to call out times on the clock, and you just step forward or backwards to get those times. All right, so we're going to start with 1 o'clock, and then 10 o'clock. And this is probably going to look backwards too. 3 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 2 o'clock. And right now I'm just doing weight shifts, 9 o'clock. But if you're ready, let's go ahead and do those full lunges. 2 o'clock. Keep those knees when you step out. 11 o'clock. Over your toes. 6 o'clock. 7 o'clock. 4 o'clock. 8 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 5 o'clock. I've got my bench here that's kind of in the way. 7 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock. That's a minute. And we'll end with 2 o'clock. All right, good. Weight shifts or lunges using the times around the clock. It helps mix it up and give you a varying degree, and it kind of challenges your brain and your balance and everything all at once. Okay, overhead triceps extension. I've grabbed a dumbbell to do this, but you can easily use a gallon jug of water or milk or something. If you use it. Use whatever you can find around your house. I'm going to use my dumbbell and raise it up over my head. Notice how I'm keeping my elbows in next to my ears. And I'm going to do this to the side so you can see. I'm just going to take it straight up over my head. Triceps extension, overhead. So keep those elbows in. And just like other exercises that we do, try to challenge yourself by standing on one foot or we're doing a tandem stance. If those are too challenging, just do a staggered stance, like where you just put one foot, not necessarily directly in front, but in front and to the side just a little, just to challenge that balance, mix up that base of support a little bit. Okay, good, rest. Next, we're gonna do chops. So in my gym, as you know, I have this awesome tool called a Kamagon, and it's got water in it, so it sloshes, and it's great. It's got handles. It's really good for chops and kind of moving that base, getting a little bit of extra explosion and some added difficulty. So many of you probably do not have one of those in your house, but if you have a gallon jug full of water, or even like 3/4 full, it'll act the exact same. So I'm going to use that today just to show you. Get a good base of support with your feet a little wider than shoulder width apart. Go into just a bit of a squat. You don't need to be in a full squat, but you want that good athletic stance to support that core. Keep those abs tight. And I'm going to have you chop up to one side and then down to the other. So get a good grip on it. The other good thing about using odd-shaped objects, as I've said, is that it challenges your grip strength. It's more functional. We don't always have perfect handles on things we're doing. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. And you want to make it slosh. You want to make it, instead of just going through this motion, you want to get that slosh, like punch it. 5, 6. If you have shoulder pain when you go up, you can also just go to the side and then go down. 9, 10. Good. Okay, next, walkouts. Some of you, these are just your favorites. I know it. Okay, so what you do is you're going to start standing. This is hard for me to film, but start in a standing position, lower down, walk out to a plank, and then come back up. So you notice I'm bending my knees. That's probably the easiest way to start. Walk on back up. That's 2. I should have done these on Wednesday. Walkout Wednesday. Well, we're making it Walkout Friday. I think that's 4. The other way you can do it is start with your back, your legs straight. If you have any back pain, bend those knees. Or if you feel like it's just way too hard to get down to the floor with those knees straight, bend them. You don't have to keep them straight. It's easier to start with them bent, and it's more supportive for your back and your knees. So I think that's 8. We'll do 2 more. If these are really challenging for you, you do not have to go all the way to 10. All right, those are walkouts. Good job. It's a good full body exercise, gets your heart rate up. It's good for your core, it's good for your shoulders. Arjun, I've got one more exercise I'm going to do with a partner. If he's around, I'm going to grab him here. Nope, he went outside. He was going to help me. Okay, many of you do this in the gym. And if you don't, I'm going to show you how you can do it by yourself. Single leg stance, so standing on one foot, catch. So I've got a wall here, and this is just like a kickball. You can use a basketball or anything you have laying around, a tennis ball. I'm going to stand on one foot and toss it against the wall. And I'm going to challenge myself to throw it off different areas so that my balance is challenged. So do about 10 on one leg. and then switch and do the other leg. And challenge yourself to stay on that one foot. And really, instead of just doing it at the same spot every time, really try to challenge yourself to move around, catch it in different areas. And if you do it with a partner, you can really challenge yourself by throwing it all over the place. Okay. I have to refresh my screen here. Okay, let's go through those again. We'll start with some push-ups. So, I want you to challenge yourself today. If you normally do these at the counter, try them at a bench. If you normally do them on a bench, try lowering down and doing them on your knees. If you always do them on your knees, try coming up on those toes. Really push yourself. And then you can always start on your toes and then drop to your knees. Keep that head in line. Good. This marks the end of 4 weeks, I think. I may be wrong about that, of doing these at home. So if you've been following along and you've been working hard, let's just challenge yourself a little bit. Don't do it to the point where you're going to hurt yourself, but try doing a little extra. Try doing 2 on your toes before you drop to your knees. Or if you normally do them on an elevated surface, try doing 5 on your knees. Just try to kick it up just a little bit. And if you have any questions, as always, direct message me, send me a text, something. Okay, clock lunges. We'll start, let's see. Like I said, I'm trying a different camera angle today, seeing if it helps with different shots. Okay, here we go. We're going to go for a minute. We'll start with 10 o'clock. I'm going to do a full lunge, 2 o'clock. If lunges hurt your knees, do a weight shift, 4 o'clock. 7 o'clock. 1 o'clock. Remember to keep those knees over your toes, 11 o'clock. Take a big step, 3 o'clock. 9 o'clock. 6 o'clock. 7 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 5 o'clock. A minute. Okay, great job. Send me a message if you have any questions about those. But you can challenge yourself. You can just have your kids call out times. Have your just write down a bunch of times on a sheet of paper. Follow this through with me. Okay. Next, overhead triceps extension. This time I'm going to show you how to do it on the floor if being overhead hurts. So, on your back, you can put your hands straight up, and I think you can see, yes, my knees are bent, so this protects my back as well. So if you have back pain or shoulder pain with this, you can do it on the ground and go like this. And you're still going to work those triceps, but your back is supported and your shoulders are not in that overhead position, which may not feel very good if you do have that shoulder pain. So it's the same motion, but you're keeping your elbows straight up and down. You have to see how the tops of my arms are just straight up and down. My elbows are staying in. I go up and down like this. If you don't have a dumbbell, use that jug of water. Anything you have around your house. Okay, good. Triceps extension. You could do them either way, the standing or the lying down, and you're still going to work those triceps. just as efficiently. Okay, camel gun chops or gallon jug chops. Okay, so remember you're going to start in that little bit of a squat, feet a little wider than shoulder width apart. That really helps protect your back. Okay, I'm going to change my hand position this time and hold it differently. And we're going to start going up to the left, chop, and down to the right, chop, chop. I'm having a harder time holding it onto it like this. I think every time I've been doing it the other way. And this helps work on power. It works your muscles a little bit differently, but getting that slosh, trying to make it, punch it, make it slosh at the end, works on that power. 10 and 10. Okay, now we'll go up to the right and down to left. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 10. And if you don't have a gallon jug laying around, you can use anything really. You can use a water bottle would work the same. Everybody's got those. And you can use bigger or smaller ones and really challenge yourself. Okay, walkouts. So I'm going to get this down to the floor. I'm going to go the other way this time. Okay, bend those knees, walk out to that plank, and come on back up. 1. Being able to get down and up off the floor is really important. And I'm going to show you on Monday a good floor to stand sequence. Some of you do those in the gym as one of your exercises. And I'm going to go through that here again to remind you of that good proper form. And if you can't get up and down, or rather up from down off the floor, it's a really good thing to practice. And I'm going to show you a couple ways to do it safely, preferably with somebody else around. But if you don't have anybody else around you, there's ways to do it safely. I think that's 8, all the way up to a plank. 9, and 10. All right, good. One more to do, those single leg stance ball catches. And my partner, who was going to help me, disappeared outside, which is okay because it's nice out there today. It's not going to be tomorrow, I don't think. Challenge yourself. Make yourself catch it different ways. This challenges your core along with your balance. Okay, switch feet after 10. Okay, that's it. Go ahead and do these through one more time if you're up for the challenge. If you're feeling good, you can even rewind it if you still need that motivation to have one more person in the room doing it with you. Let me know if you have any questions. Try to enjoy your weekend. Happy Easter, everybody. And we'll get back to it again on Monday. Send me those suggestions. I love all the suggestions you're giving me, so keep them coming. Thanks, everybody.